Employment. This is another tremendous bright spot for the U.S. economy. 9.8% increase in employment at GAMA manufacturers. And these are good, high-paying jobs. We think this is something that people should be highlighting. Where most U.S. manufacturers have declined, and in fact an average of 0.8%, general aviation manufacturing has increased by 9.8%. These are good jobs, they're high-paying jobs, they're satisfying jobs. They are jobs that are in demand by economies around the world, and we've got them here. It's very important to note that general aviation is an essential part of the U.S. economy, and that we should be doing things that continue to keep that to be true. I want to compare some of these employment figures to other kinds of industries, and what you'll hear about in the news is significant reductions in manufacturing in many, many areas in the movement of those jobs offshore. With general aviation, what we have is the ability to not just keep the jobs here, but in fact grow them, and we'll be talking in a minute about some of the things we need to do to support that demand.
Aero-TV is brought to you by Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying. Now, back to Aero-TV.
That demand obviously starts with sales, and we've got a great backlog. The book-to-bill ratio is 1.9 as estimated, because I've heard other people say that it looks like it's over 2. So obviously a very, very strong demand for business jets. And carefully done so that we don't get in trouble with antitrust rules. The GAMA estimates include $58.1 billion in backlog. Pretty impressive number. Hopefully beginning to break that cyclical tie from GAMA manufacturing to the economy in general. So let's look at billings. This is a record year. All-time industry record of $21.9 billion. Obviously a fantastic result. Both great growth, 16.4% growth, and hitting the record. Shipments as well are up. We have 4,272 total shipments for the year. This is the highest number in about 25 years. So we are seeing that the industry continues to grow. And I expect that growth will continue. And in part it's because we've got this fantastic spectrum of products. These are products which really do drive tremendous value to their operators across the whole range, from low-end piston airplanes, which I represent, to the largest, and as you'll notice off the scale to the right, large heavy airplanes such as the BBJ. This broad distribution provides a tremendous healthy industry and the ability to meet a variety of customer needs. So let's look at some of these segments in particular. Turbines. In terms of numbers, 26.4% increase, fantastic healthy demand, and it's wonderful. And I do believe that this is driven by the recognition that these are essential business tools. Airplanes provide value. These are products which drive value. These are logical, reasonable business investments. And it's obviously frustrating for those of us inside the industry to have them described as either perks or some other kind of purchase. These are essential products, and we're seeing that corresponding with this kind of growth, up to 1,138 airplanes. This is an all-time record for business jet shipments, and it's the first time that over 1,000 airplanes have been delivered. But of course, also in that spectrum includes turboprop aircraft, another great set of value airplanes that provide a lot of value for their customers, slightly different niche, but still important value, important business tools. They range from the Meridians on all the way up to twin-engine turboprops, King Airs, and Avantes, and others. Shipments for these are also strong. 11.4% increase, 459 units. This is the most turboprops that have been shipped since 1981. So again, we're seeing good, strong demand for these airplanes. And then on the bottom end of that spectrum, we have the piston airplanes, which I think we need to modify how we discuss. These are personal aviation products which are still used for business. Let's not call them private airplanes. Let's not call other ones private jets. Personal and business is the better way to describe it. Because again, the words that we use do drive the understanding to people that don't understand the depth as we do. But again, good strong segment, a lot of variety, often driven by new products, new technology, new people being brought into the industry. We do have actually a slight decrease in the volume here, but the great part about it is we're seeing a lot of potential growth. And again, this is new people coming into the industry. And this is something I do feel pretty strongly about, obviously being one of the manufacturers that build airplanes here.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Now, back to Aero-TV.
When you look at total miles traveled, we actually have a 34% decrease in general aviation volume. Now compare that to 84% of highway miles driven and 186% normalized since 1980 in airlines. What we have is obviously expanding economies in the expanding economy in the United States and North America, expanding economies around the world, a tremendous need for transportation. Airplanes are great transportation. That's the story we need to tell. That's what we need people to understand. And this kind of growth ought to transfer into continued growth throughout the industry. Now, what we've seen is we've got a very strong, very robust jet market. We have a good, healthy turboprop market. And what had been seen as a leading indicator, piston market, I believe is going to become a following market. That people that recognize the value that the business jets bring to their owners and operators will see that they can get many of those same benefits by operating piston aircraft. New technology, new products, new customers. So I'm very, very excited about that kind of growth.